Hey there guys, this is Jess. I'm an independent director and trainer with Pampered Chef, and I'm going to be cooking right here in my kitchen, so stick around. Please know that this is the last part of this Facebook cooking virtual party. I hope that you have had a good time. I hope that you saw some cool recipes, maybe picked up some, fun tips and tricks for your kitchen, and maybe made kitchen life just a little bit more fun, maybe a little exciting. So anyways, if you haven't looked through everything, go back into your host's group page here and look through and see the past few days have been a lot of great content with great recipes, and reach out anytime if you have any questions and I will be happy to assist you. So what are we making today? Well, who has an Instant Pot? If you're watching this right now, know that I come back on this page and I'm always checking to see if you guys have questions or what you're commenting on. So if you have an Instant Pot, can you please comment below and let me know if you do? And if you do, what do you love to make in it? I would love to get some great ideas. If you don't have an Instant Pot or a pressure cooker of any sort, and you have no idea really what they do or why people have fallen in love with them, I will tell you it is perfect for like the average home cook because it makes meals so quick, 70% quicker than any other method. And they're delicious and they're super nutritious because the heat, the pressure, the steam holds in all that nutrients. Okay, so what are we making? I bet you want to know. I am making today a recipe that I will be posting after this show. So come back on this page and you're going to see the recipe posted, but it comes from this cooking guide. This cooking guide comes with Pampered Chef's Quick Cooker, which is basically our state-of-the-art version of the Instant Pot. And let me tell you, it is killer. It is amazing. So I am gonna make today a nice traditional pot roast with mashed potatoes and show you how it's all done right here in the quick cooker. So it's pretty awesome, you guys. If you're watching this, just know that 48 hours from the time of this video posting is when this party closes. Also know that you get a free gift with a $75 purchase or more, and that has been posted in this page a couple of times, so you can find what the free item is this month with a $75 purchase or more. And if you can't find it, simply ask, reach out, comment below, and I'll make sure to tag you to the correct post. Okay, so first I'm gonna go ahead and prep my veggies for this amazing, delicious pot roast. So what I have is about a pound of carrots, and I have the best favorite peeler for my carrots, and that is this vegetable peeler. I just love it, and I'm gonna show you why. For carrots, it's especially amazing. So when you put it on your carrot like this, I bet a lot of you go like this, with your vegetable peeler. You don't have to do that. Bet you didn't know that, right? So you can put it right on your carrot and just leave it on there and go back and forth. And look at how quickly that is, and you never even have to lift your hand up. Did anyone know that? It actually took me a while to figure that one out. And then I've got all of the shavings on my flexible cutting mat, which I love these. They come with a set of 3. And I love the fact that you can literally pick one up when you're done with it. If you have like chicken or meat on it, raw, you can then pick it up, throw it right in your dishwasher, and then move on to the next one. So they're very practical. And they especially save a lot of space because you can literally prep everything in one little spot, pick it up, put it in the dishwasher, move on to the next one if you don't want to cross-contaminate things. So anyways, I like to fold it and I can put it right into my garbage and I'm done. So now I'm going to continue with my carrots here. I love our knives, you guys. Our forged cutlery knives are amazing. They're heavy duty, German forged steel, lifetime guarantee. If you don't like cooking, take a look at your knives. Odds are you have terrible knives. I would hate cooking if I had terrible knives. Trust me, you probably don't even realize it, but they're probably not that great if you really don't enjoy cooking. Once you get a good knife in your hand, it changes the experience completely because you're not sawing away at stuff anymore. You're like, oh, this actually isn't bad. So this is our 8-inch chef's knife, and it's just a beautiful knife. It has, I don't know if you can see it, it has a little PC logo here and here, and that is actually on there for functionality, so that way you know exactly where to hold your thumb and your finger to get the proper grip of your knife. Did you know that? A lot of people hold their knives like this. First of all, it's uncomfortable. If you're chopping a lot of stuff up, it can definitely wear down your wrist. And also, it's not that safe. You don't have a lot of control. But when you hold the hand properly around the bolster, which is this part right here, you really can get a lot of control, and it's just gonna be way more comfortable. So give that a try next time you pick up a chef's knife. Okay, so I've got my carrots here. I'm gonna just do a rough chop, you guys. It doesn't have to be fancy. Okay guys, this is the last of my carrot. Putting it right in my glass bowl, of course, Pampered Chef. These bowls are great because they're tempered, so I just know that it's safe to put hot stuff in there. I can even put it in the freezer, in the microwave, and they even have silicone lids that you can get. Did you know that? And that way you have lids and you don't have to use saran wrap every time you go to cover your bowls. So silicone lids. By the way, if you don't have a piece of paper out, you might want to pause this and get one so you can write stuff down, organize your thoughts, see what your kitchen is in need of. Okay, so there's two options. You can use the vegetable peeler for the potatoes like I used for the carrots, or we have our serrated peeler. I like them both. The serrated peeler, I definitely need this one if I'm doing like sweet potatoes. The vegetable peeler doesn't quite cut it, but these are Yukon Gold potatoes. So they have a really thin skin. An Idaho potato or like a russet potato, you could still use either of these. However, I tend to lean towards this one for russet potatoes. Like I said, doesn't matter when it comes to the Yukon Gold. You can do either one, whatever you're comfortable with. If you're somebody who likes to peel their potatoes like this is kind of like real old school style, right? You probably saw grandma doing her potatoes like this. Or if you're somebody who is not used to that, this might be easier for you just to use the serrated peeler and go up and down like this. You say potato, I say potato, 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 tomato, tomato. Potatoes. They're all ready along with my carrots. We still have to do the onions. I'll show you that in a second. But I just go ahead and get rid of all of my potato shavings, put that over there, and now I can move on. I have my mini mats now. You saw the large ones that I was using, but these are the mini ones. Kind of use them both just as equally, depending on what I'm doing. The mini mats I tend to use on my countertop often. I'll just leave a couple, so if I'm making lunches or breakfast, I could easily just go like this, work on it, throw it in the dishwasher. The larger ones are definitely for larger cutting jobs, or what I just did, right? When you're gonna have peels all over, or if there's a big piece of like meat on it, something like that. So they're both very, very useful. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the potatoes. My son's making a star appearance. This is the ceramic pot. This you can get with the quick cooker. So it's part of the accessory set that you can get with your quick cooker. I highly recommend getting your hands on this. Whole accessory set comes with the silicone lid, and it comes with the rack, so you can place it over your food in the quick cooker, cook everything at one time. So beans, rice, mashed potatoes, other vegetables, things like that could be going on in this while the other food is below it cooking. Genius. Genius, really. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my chef's knife here, and I'm just gonna cut my potatoes in half, and I'm telling you, with a fantastic knife, it cuts like butter. So now, in my handy dandy little quick cooker cooking guide that I'm getting this recipe from, it tells me in the ceramic pot where I have the potatoes, I'm also gonna go ahead and add a half a cup of low sodium chicken broth. Do you guys know you always wanna just get the low sodium chicken broth rather than the regular? Because you wanna have control over how much salt you're putting in your food. And so if you're already starting with a salty base, well, it's kind of hard to revert backwards, right? So you always want to go for the lower sodium, so that way you can then, you know, pick and choose also what kinds of salts you want. Salts are different. I'm going to show you another salt later in this video that we have at Pampered Chef, and it's one of my favorites. It's our Himalayan sea salt. Okay, so now I'm going to put a half a cup, so I'm using the measure-all cup, by the way, you guys. If anyone has this cup, comment below, let us know. If you're a baker and you love Pampered Chef, you probably have this. You probably do. Anyways, I'm gonna put that right in here. The reason why it's great for bakers is you saw I just used the one side for liquids, but if I wanted to go ahead and measure like ooey gooey baking ingredients, sour cream, cream cheese, brown sugar, honey, peanut butter, you would go ahead and use the other side. When you push this down, you can then pack in your ingredients and plunge it out like that. Use one of our scrapers and you have the perfect measurement. And look at, it's so versatile. I love this little guy. This is the mini one. The regular one is 2 cups tall, and that is the regular measure-all cup. This is the mini measure-all cup. Both fantastic. Have you ever had, hello, garlic mashed potatoes? They're amazing. So I'm gonna take garlic that is not peeled. It has the skin right on it, you guys, so there's no excuse for not buying just a fresh bulb of garlic. gobble garlic, grab yourself a fantastic garlic press like this, and you never have to worry about peeling your garlic when you go to press it. And you get the best nutrients. It's got allicin in it, which is an awesome nutrient that aids for anti-inflammatory. It's really great for heart health. When you buy it already peeled, you guys, in the store, do you know what you get in it? Nothing. You get no nutritional value whatsoever. It's been exposed to the air way too long. So enjoy your garlic at its best tasting also, which is freshly peeled. It's gonna taste the best, and it's gonna be the best for you. So anyways, using my garlic press right here, and I'm just gonna press this out like that. And I'm gonna do one more. I can smell the garlic. Look at that, one came right up. I love it when that happens. Just pluck that sucker right in the garbage. So that's all in there. This is gonna be ready to roll. I'm gonna put the silicone, right? Silicone lid. Anyways, I'm gonna put that right over it. This does come with the accessory set, and it has little holes so it allows it to steam as it's in the pressure cooker with the beef. So now this recipe does not call for this, you guys, but I have celery sitting in my fridge, so I thought I will add celery to this. Why not? I mean, I think it's gonna be delicious with celery. So I'm gonna cut the celery in just some, I would say, 1/2 inch pieces. Once again, kind of hard to ruin this dish, so it's okay. Go crazy, get crazy. Okay, let's talk onion. I'm gonna put onion in here, but I'm gonna show you how you can slice your onion should you need it. So I take my knife and I just cut off the one end, and then I take it and I cut off the other end. If you notice, I'm tucking my fingers, you guys, to prevent slicing your fingers off. You can just simply tuck them in, okay? I'm gonna get rid of that on my flexible cutting mat. And now, in order to peel it, what I do is I just simply will score the onion just a little bit from one end to the other, and that way I can just peel off a layer or two, and along with that layer or two comes the peel, which I'm all for. If I can get, you know, a few minutes of my life back without having to nitpick at a peel, I will take that. Okay, so here's our simple slicer. It's very simple. It's got 3 thicknesses or thinnesses, however you want to look at it. 1, 2, 3. I will show you what those look like. You can put this holder on that it comes with. It keeps you nice and safe. Put this on. So now I'm not going to slice anything but what is supposed to be sliced. Okay, so it's on number 1 right now. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. Okay, and then I'll do number 2, and then I'll hold them up so you can actually see it. So if you have any ideas of what you would use the simple slicer for, let me know. Okay, now it's on number 3. Perfect. Now, let me show you this. Okay, so this was number 1. You see how nice and thin that is. Okay, number 2 is obviously a little bit thicker. You see that? And then number 3 would be like your onion ring size. Anyways, like I said, Brussels sprouts I use it in. I just put the Brussels sprouts right in here, put it on a 1, and I can shave them for Brussels sprout salad or a saute. I put garlic cloves in here. I peel them first and put them right in here and slice them. Sliced garlic cloves or minced garlic cloves give a totally different taste than crushed garlic. So if you want a really mellow, soft garlic taste, like in shrimp scampi, you would go ahead and slice them. Apple chips I do in here. Potatoes au gratin. You can do sweet potatoes. I do sweet potato chips. Cucumbers for cucumber salad. I mean, it goes on and on. You can do so much in here. It's crazy. Anyways, I do love this guy. Oh, you know what someone else is doing I forgot to tell you is you can put zucchini in here and just rub the zucchini back and forth, and you can still protect your hands by putting this on top of it and do zucchini noodles for pasta, right? So lasagna, zucchini lasagna. Pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just cut these like this in half. And these are gonna be searing in the pot along with the beef. Okay, you guys, it is time to get to business here. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna sear this meat first, and then we're gonna put everything in there and just let it go. Let it go, let it go. Okay, so, all right, so here we go. This is a quick cooker. I just plugged it in, and you've got these functions here. There's a lot of them. Sear. See this one? We want it to go on sear, so we're gonna move this dial, and that's the first one that lights up. So we're gonna let that just take a moment just to become what it's supposed to be, which is a searing pot. So I've got the pot in here. This pot comes out, by the way, but we're gonna be searing the beef right in this pot. In the meantime, we have to go ahead and prep our beef chuck roast. We gotta season that baby. Let's do it. Now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take my Italian seasoning. The recipe calls for oregano and thyme. You know what? When you got this in your shelf though, this is your one-stop shop right here. Honest to God. Whenever anything calls for oregano or anything like that, or basil, I just whip this out because it's so good. This is our Italian seasoning, you guys. What I love about it is that there's no MSG in any of our seasonings. No MSG. Okay, so I've got my stackable measuring spoons here. Now watch this. This is a tablespoon. Watch your eyes. It's like David Copperfield. Look at that. Can you believe it? It fits right in the bottleneck. Look at how small that bottleneck is. I love the way they're designed. Okay, so I'm gonna sprinkle this around, and then I'm going to flip it. But first I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of salt. So this is just kosher salt. I always like to, if something's gonna be cooking for a long time, I use kosher salt. I use Himalayan sea salt for like, you know, light searing, or for finishing off a dish with a little sprinkle of salt to make the flavors pop. It's a great finishing salt. But kosher salt, if there's gonna be some major cooking going on, I use kosher salt. And just kind of get this into the skin like that. I'm actually gonna turn it around. I'm gonna put a little bit more seasoning on the other side as well. I still have some left here. This, I feel like Vanna White when I show this because it's so beautiful. This is our salt and pepper grinder set. This is that Himalayan sea salt. Yes, the bomb right here, you guys. This is our peppercorn medley, the bomb. So anyways, I'm just gonna use a little bit of our pepper. Put it right over that. You know what's really great about this pepper grinder? Look at this. When you wanna go fill it, no more spilling peppercorns all over the floor because there is no metal wire hanging in the middle. Isn't that brilliant? The other side, you can adjust it and do fine or really coarse. In here, by the way, there's a tablespoon of canola oil. And also what I didn't show you is that I had to press, you have to press the start button. So I put sear and then press start, okay? And the oil, can you hear it crackling? Ooh, it's talking. Okay, I'm gonna put my beef right in here. Do you hear that sizzling? Yeah, so we're gonna let that sizzle for about 4 to 5 minutes, flip it over, do the other side for about 45 minutes. Not too shabby, huh? By the way, if you see I'm using my large chef tongs, these are great. So you know how you usually have to go like this and like bite your tongs to close them and open them? Not with these, I love them. So you literally go like this and they close. If you want to open them, you go upside down, give them a little like click, and they open. Truly remarkable. Ooh, yeah, baby. Look at that. And then look at, do you see all that gorgeous fond in that pot? Oh, that is the stuff right there. That's the good stuff. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so in go our onions. And I'm going to use one of our teak wood spoons here to just kind of give it a little stir. The smells, you guys. The smells! Our onions are in here just doing fine. They're like happy as a clam. They're like, hey, we're just hanging out, getting even tastier than we were before. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add in the carrots and the celery. Remember, the celery is not really part of the recipe. I had it in my fridge, so I was like, heck yeah, why would I not put that in? That would be delicious. So putting that in. Oh, you guys. Smells. Oh, man. Okay, so now we're going to do a half a cup of low sodium chicken broth right in there. That's gonna lift up all of those tasty bits that are at the bottom of that steel pan. Oh yeah, baby. Get excited. Okay, give this a little stir. Now we're simply gonna lay our beef chuck that we seared. It looks gorgeous. We're gonna lay it right on top of that, just like that. And now I'm gonna show you a little trick. This rack comes with your quick cooker. We're gonna put that right on top. And then we're gonna add this. This has the potatoes with the crushed garlic. Yep, we're gonna put this on top of that. So I'm gonna lay it right here. Lift it up and put it right in. Snug as a bug in a rug. Put this on. And there's chicken. And now it's gonna go to pork. And that's where I want it. That's all I need. I'm gonna press start. I make sure that this is flush. We want that up to level like that, just how it is. And we are ready to roll. Okay guys, so when this was done, it gave a little like beep, and then I let it naturally release some steam, and it counted up to 10. It's at 12 right now, but that's just because I'm running behind. So it counts back up to 10, and then you know that it sat in there for an extra 10 minutes and release some steam. That's what the instructions said in the book. So I was like, okay, that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna release that steam. It's very easy to do, you guys, and it's very safe. If you see how far away this button is from the steam releaser, watch what happens when I press down on it. And there you go. Okay, you guys, this is done. I released the steam. As soon as the steam was all done coming out, I know it's good to go. So I'm gonna hit the cancel button, and now I'm gonna open this up. There's instructions right on the front of the quick cooker, and it tells me to slide the door this way, and I'll lift it up. Do you hear that? These little micro grips are perfect for this. So these are Pampered Chef's micro grips, perfect for the microwave, of course, so you don't have to put like big, long, gloves on to get stuff out of the microwave. Also perfect for this guy. So I'm just going to go ahead and lift this pot up, and I'm gonna set it down. I have a hot pad right in front of me. Smells good, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take the metal wire rack out. Simply put this, you put it in your dishwasher. I took the potatoes out. Let's see how these are looking here. So I'm gonna lift up the silicone cover. Ooh, okay, they smell good. I can smell a little bit of that garlic in there. I'm now gonna be adding some butter. I actually have my butter right here. I'm gonna put that in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the Himalayan sea salt. Remember earlier I wanted to use the kosher salt because it was gonna be cooking for quite a long time, but a great finishing salt, Himalayan sea salt, you guys. This is the jam right here. Yes, it is Pampered Chef, along with this, once again, Vanna White, beautiful salt and pepper grinder set. So I'm gonna add some of that in there, roughly about a teaspoon worth. You guys, Himalayan sea salt is really good for you. There are no chemicals in it, it's not processed, it's like a pure mineral. So it acts like an electrolyte in your body. It's kind of like drinking Gatorade, but without all the sugars and additives. So super good for you. Okay, I'm gonna crack some pepper in here. So I'm gonna use my mix and chop. Mine is pink because I got it during a Help with Cancer month that we had last year, but the mix and chop is always sold in black, just so you know. But these are great for breaking up ground beef, like Italian sausage, ground beef, ground turkey over your stovetop. And it gets all the pieces broken up, so you don't have to sit there and stab it over and over again with like a spatula. Okay, this is looking really good. Okay, so Yukon Gold potatoes. Why do you want to use those? Honestly, I think they always make the best mashed potatoes. The russet potatoes or bacon potato, those will do, don't get me wrong, but Yukon Gold just has a better consistency. It's it's creamier, it's a little bit more indulgent tasting. So that's what we have in here. And this is looking really good, you guys. It smells so good. Okay, so anyways, my mix and chop is just doing its job, and it's looking really great. And this bowl is so beautiful that I can just serve it right out of there. Looking good. Take this sucker out. Now, obviously it's much smaller when you take it out because it had all this time to just really melt in that pot. So it has a natural gravy right in here, right? Like an au jus sauce. Okay, so I've got all the vegetables in here. I'm gonna use our slotted spoon here, and I'm just gonna go in and start putting them right on my platter. By the way, this is a Pampered Chef stone platter. It is our entertainment platter. They're gorgeous. Not only that, but you know, they're very functional. You can actually cook right on these. So let's say you wanted to do like asparagus or even asparagus wrapped with prosciutto. You could do that and put it right in the oven on the platter, so it goes from the oven right to your table. Okay, so you know what else is really cool about this quick cooker is that the handle's on the bottom like this, and this stays cool, so you can actually pick it up and move it around, which is really awesome. So, all right, here we go. We got our meat. Do you see it? It's right here in all of its glory. So I'm gonna take my chef's knife, and I'm just gonna go ahead, and you always wanna cut your meat against the grain. It's just gonna add for extra like tenderization, you know, so it's gonna be nice and tender for you. There is a little bit of a grain. The grain are the lines going across the meat. So I see where the lines are. I'm gonna cut opposite of those lines, cut into this meat. You guys, it is so perfect. It is perfection. Oh man, look at this. By the way, I'm cutting it on my acacia wood block. And I like this because it has wells, so it will keep in the juices if you're cutting up something really juicy, even if it's just a pineapple, right? But also acacia wood is just really great for wood blocks because they have natural antibacterial agents already in that type of wood. So, hey, makes sense to me, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and serve it right on my beautiful stone entertainment platter. And then I'm gonna go in and just drizzle a little bit of that juice that's sitting in that pot right over it to make it extra delicious. Yum, you guys. There you have it. I mean, you can even take it from frozen to the table, and it's so delicious. So when you have a quick cooker, you'll start getting a series of, I think it's 4 or 5 emails from Pampered Chef to guide you through your quick cooker. So you're gonna get product demonstration videos, how-tos, and also recipes will come along with that. Recipes that are not in the quick cook guide that I've been working off of today. These are additional recipes, so lots of great support, plus you get me. So if you want to hop on over to my Facebook page, just comment and I'll add you onto my private Facebook group page where I do lots of things like this and cook and help support you with all of your Pampered Chef tools to give you great ideas. So bon appetit, you guys. Happy cooking. Hold on though, I'm not done. I gotta taste this. Oh my god. That's good. Sorry, hold on. Here in the mouth. Tongs. I thought, you know what? I probably should have the longer ones. The ones I showed earlier were, jeez. Okay, so I have my long.